Fighters are safe, and it looks like he's good to go. We have 3 fights left. Billy Phillips, big rig, taking on Julian Weiman. Don Julio, what a name. Don Julio.
Don Julio. Oh, and Billy Phillips is coming out to the death metal. Let's go. Big rig in the house. Well, we've heard a little bit of everything. We've heard rock and roll. You know, we've heard the old 80s hair metal bands. We've heard country. We've heard some gangster
Only one country song. And listen, as a country fan, I'm a little disappointed. I won't lie.
At least you got one. If you're a death metal fan, or a screamo, I'm not sure what to classify it as, you were disappointed until this man just came out. It's your savior. It's Billy Big Rig Phillips.
And Billy Phillips actually looks like his left eye is already a little banged up, so we'll have to keep an eye on that throughout the fight. Not sure if that happens.
Billy Phillips has got some hard sparring around before the fight.
That's usually what that means.
Well, that's the fight before the fight. And now, changing it up from death metal to a little Tupac Shakur, is Julian Weiman, coming out with the nickname of Don Julio.
Who likes the slow walk, by the way. He's not a little Anderson Silva-like, you know, take your time.
Super slow, super slow. But you know what? Enjoy the moment. This is something that, again, you've trained the last 3 months of your life for. You've put in all of your energy into this moment. Enjoy your moment. Don't come run into the ring as fast as you can to get it over with. Take it all in. Look around. Smell the air. Look at the lights. See the people. See the faces in the crowd.
Yeah.
And someday you're going to be sitting with your grandchild on your lap and you're going to tell them the story. And
you'll be able to show him because we live in the age of the internet and that's forever.
Geez, my dad told me stories. I only just had to take his word for it. But yeah, nowadays you can see the videos. You can see the tape and you can see what
There's
a
no more lying about how good your high school football team was.
No. My dad said he went to high school with Han Solo and apparently, allegedly, beat him up.
That's so weird because I had R2-D2 in my class.
Oh yeah, he said it. I was like 5 years old.
Right.
Never figured it out until I was 17.
Yeah.
But all the same.
That's when you were still putting out milk and cookies for Santa.
Yeah. Why? Do you have something to tell me about Santa?
No.
Well, what we do have here is the non-fictional character Billy Phillips, known as Big Rig, taking on Julian Weiman. Julian, definitely Julian. But it's Don Julio. So is it Julian or is it Julian? Think about that for 1 minute. He's at a J. Walter Thompson.
No, I think it's Julian.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Come on, let's face it here. But then you would have to say his nickname is Don Julio if that's the reasoning you're taking. All the same, big boys, and
Billy and
geez, another one of these fights, you just get the sense that either man has the stopping power. I know we talked about it earlier in the night. You don't get a whole lot of knockouts at this level, but from what I'm saying from Billy Phillips is Billy Phillips has a tremendous amount of power.
Yep.
Look at that right hand. He's eating shots, though, no doubt.
Yep.
But all he has to do is land
just
one
gave
of those.
one back, though. He slipped in a quick right and
These
then
guys
backed Billy up a little bit.
These guys are gutsy. Yeah, Billy Phillips is very mechanical. It seems like he only has 2 punches, 1-2. But at
it
this
works.
level especially, it's effective, and you can work. Use the jab to set up that big right hand.
Yep. And that's a standing 8 count.
It's
and he's arguing with the ref, which...
But you knew it was going to happen. Billy threw 3 of those, and if any of them landed, they were going to get you a standing count or put you down.
Yep.
And the one that did land, it warranted the shot. That's what a big punch is.
No, but that landed flush, and he's eating a couple big ones, and he's already getting some swelling around his left eye, so that tells you it's doing damage.
He is. But Billy using so much muscle and pushing all of these punches, not snapping any of them.
No, he's not snapping any
One
of them.
has to wonder if he's not going to start to get tired the more he has to exert himself. Also, you mentioned his eye a little banged up, and I don't know that it's any worse than it was when he started, but it is noticeably banged up.
Yeah, oh yeah. But one thing that Billy is not doing, Billy Phillips is not stepping into his punches. They're all coming right from his hips.
Yes.
Which you can't. I know everyone jokes around and says it's all in the hips. It is, but you also need to transfer that power from your legs, which Billy is. He's doing on some of his punches, but only a few of them. So.
Well, that's why I get the feeling that he might tire the longer the round goes.
Oh, absolutely.
He's very pent up. He's very built. Look, the guy's in fantastic shape. There's no question that he did not put in the work or anything like that. It's that in being that big and in being in that kind of shape, those muscles are all going to take a lot of oxygen.
Absolutely.
It's just the way it is. And once they start to fill with lactic acid, they are going to feel like a million pounds. And when they feel like a million pounds and you're tired and your hands drop, that's when Julian Weiman is looking to make you pay. So, big round for Billy Phillips. He gets a standing 8 count.
Absolutely.
He did look good. He wins the round. But you got to wonder, is it maybe perhaps part of the game plan for Julian Weiman to take him into deep water?
But it also helps Julian Weiman not, collapse under those punches because, I mean, they're powerful, but they're not powerful enough to put you out, so.
Well, exactly. And as long as you don't coil up and get tight as he hits you, you'll be okay. You got to stay loosey-goosey. Yes, the guy's got power. Yes, the guy looks like a physical specimen. And yes, the guy's intimidating. We're going to have a brief call, neutral.
Not sure why they called time here.
Are they checking his
They're
eye?
having a doctor
They're going to
look
check
at
his eye.
To me, that almost looks like a sty was in his eye.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean...
But I've seen this before, and it'll just swell shut. It'll just swell right over. But he came
it's his
out,
peripheral. So what the doctor
to
just
the
said was,
ring
"Can you
with
see in my peripheral?" I believe they're stopping the fight here. I think the doctor just shook his head no. So I was wrong. They're letting him go.
Get it on, come on. Well, we got a fist fight on a Friday night here, Chad, and and that's gonna make the eye that much worse. That was a clean shot. What he did do is he woke up Billy Phillips, who is now kind of come back alive. He knows the eye's maybe closing, and he probably wants to get this over with. So he's landing those big punches. Billy's got to watch himself, though. He doesn't want to give up this round and have to go to a close third.
And it's all, again, Julian starting to use his feet to transfer the power with the punches. Billy is not, and that's why I think this round is kind of turning momentum here.
You're 100% right. Billy is kind of, we got the same version in the first round, whereas now we see his opponent, Julian Weiman. Julian's kind of figured it out a little bit. Don Julio has kind of scouted at the situation, and he knows he's a little bit faster. He's got better footwork, and if he can use the left to get Billy to move his head, that right hand comes over the top and hurts him. We see Billy Martin.
Well, Billy just clinched up. He just clinched up because he doesn't want. I believe his
he's bleeding.
His eye's starting to bleed.
Now we got a situation where this fight could very well be over. I think the fight's done.
It should be, in my opinion. That should be a stop fight.
Yeah, I think it's over. It looked like it's split. It was swelling, but now it appears that it is split.
Well, as soon as it's cut,
it looks to be an 1.5 inches, maybe a 2-inch gash, a laceration, just above. Or just below the eyebrow, maybe like eyelid kind of level. They're not. I can't see them letting it go.
Yeah, the doctor.
You know what he's saying? If it bleeds down, call it. So they're gonna give him one more chance. It looks like they're gonna give him one more chance, but essentially they're telling him if this gets hit one more time clean, it's over.
It's going to because Julian's coming with a big right.
But that's a lot to think about if you're Billy because you got to let your hands go, but you're now also trying to be defensive, and that's just not how you were fighting and having success in the first round. It's easy to be the hammer, but now that you're the nail, how do you come back from that?
And Wyman's going to. Wow!
These guys are getting
He went to the wrong corner, and that's poor sportsmanship. You don't want to see that.
I don't really know what that was over, but I did see Julian start popping off at him.
That's weak.
Billy Phillips giving the old get out of my face in not such nice terms.
No, and his cornerman is telling him right now, this is for charity. I don't know if these guys didn't like each other maybe coming in, but I mean it's not his fault he got cut in the eye.
How could you not like the guy? You don't know him.
No, I would imagine they don't know each other.
You've been training alongside each other for 12 weeks as a part of a charity boxing match. So, they say leave your ego at the door. Maybe both guys took it in. I don't think it's any... You know what? If I'm Julian Weiman, I'm not getting all emotional like that. I lost the first round. I won the second round. Momentum's in my corner. I feel good. Cardio's not bad. Yep. I got this guy bleeding. I got this guy huffing and puffing. I'm confident. But don't allow that confidence to become arrogance and get into somebody's
And
space.
here's the danger, though, is you have a bunch of people on both sides. Clearly alcohol is involved. This is supposed to be for charity.
I mean, it is for charity, but you'd like to see a little better sportsmanship.
A little sportsmanship,
Yeah, a little sportsmanship goes a long
Every
way.
single person has shook hands after. Hopefully this is no different. But Julian and Billy just tagged him.
Oh, look at that. And Julian just shakes his head like, no, did not hurt me. Which usually means it did.
means you hurt him, yeah.
Yeah, and again, he just nailed it with another big right hand.
Yeah.
But Billy's not playing. Billy's upset. What that interaction at the end of the second round did was upset Billy Phillips.
Well, and Julian
Billy Phillips knows he has 2 minutes left in him, and he's swinging for those 2 minutes.
Julian's talking to him in there, but now Julian's nose looks like it's starting to bleed a little bit.
Julian has a little more gas in the tank. That could help him, but
I don't
Billy
know.
Phillips
I think
is not
Billy's
playing.
got his second wind.
Billy just walked into a hard right hand, but unfazed. He's moving forward.
Yeah.
He knows this is a minute to win it. There's likely a minute left in this round.
Well, I gave Billy the first round, Julian the second, and this is a toss-up.
So this really is a minute to
yeah,
win
and
it,
I think Billy's gotten the better of him. He's cost him to have a bloody nose. He's moving forward. Julian's backing up.
But Billy's got that bravado. Oh!
Right
Yeah,
there.
that, as they would say in the broadcasting biz, that might have been the TSN turning point right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Julian's bleeding quite a bit, though. He's got blood coming out of his mouth as well. And that's
No doubt about it.
they rang the bell. That's the fight.
Julian walked through the fire to get the victory, and as a result, he is the winner, and he has burn marks because he was willing to go to those
Well, we'll
levels.
see if
and he
he's
did.
the winner. I'm not 100% convinced.
You know what? I spoke too soon.
Yeah,
it was a
I
really
don't
good
know.
fight. It was a really good fight.
I had it 1-1 going into the third.
You're right.
I think up until that last exchange, Billy Phillips was winning the third round, so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I thought Billy won the first round. I thought Julian won the second round. I thought the third round, Billy started out really well. But that standing 8 count in that third round, that's got to be it, right? That's got to be all she wrote.
Well, it depends. And we've been going back and forth. Do they deduct points for a standing 8 count? I don't know. I mean, and does it go by quality or damage, or quantity? Excuse me, or damage? Like, it's tough. You never know with the scoring system. I will say this, though. It's taking a while for them to total it up. The longest of the night so far, so usually that means that it's close.
Well, we've had 2 split decisions tonight. No draws. So we'll see.
A great blood and guts display for you. A big round of applause for these 2 warriors. And after 3 exciting rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and we have a split decision. To your winner, in the blue corner, Julian Don Julio.
Another split decision, Chad. Can't say I don't disagree with it. I thought the rightful winner got his hand raised, but at the end of the day, a great fight. And you know what? You talk about sportsmanship. There it is. There's the shaking of the hand, and there's the thank you, everything. You got Billy Phillips coming over and thanking Billy Martin and Sandy Seguros, even though that they just cornered against him. It's all about sportsmanship. Yeah, you sometimes get a little heated in there. It's the heat of battle.
It's an emotional game, and you know, Julian Weiman might be one of those guys that runs off the emotion. You know, some guys that drain you, some guys that energize you. He seems like one of those guys that energizes you. He was talking to him Nick Diaz style